The Alternative Dig Talk. Real issues, real talk.
Go to the church, though.
Tawali man, what's up?
Man, can you imagine people just dump everywhere? Someone drinks water and throws the bottle wherever.
Come on, Rogers. What else do you expect people to do with an empty bottle?
Simanya now, did you know that plastics take at least 450 years to decompose?
What? That's a long time.
Exactly. Because plastics are made out of a lightweight and flexible material that doesn't decompose easily. And plastics everywhere in the environment cause plastic pollution.
What is plastic pollution now?
It is the accumulation of plastic waste in the environment, like bottles, polythene bags, straws. All of these contribute to plastic pollution.
I have been using them without knowing their effect.
Yeah, a lot of people have. Plastics are a danger to the ecosystem, both on land and in water.
So how can we overcome this problem? Is there something we can do?
Oh yes, we can reduce by minimizing the use of plastics, reuse by repurposing them, or recycle by collecting and processing them into new products.
Everyone wants to change the world, but no one wants to change themselves for the world.
How about we change our habits for the world?
And it starts with me and you.
This message is brought to you by Alternative Digitalk.
Hey Teddy, have you noticed how little attention science and health issues get in the media?
Totally, Edgar, yet science information is very important.
Yeah, for sure. That's why the Health Journalists Network is here.
How can they help?
They are a group of journalists dedicated to advancing public understanding of healthcare issues through impactful reporting on health and science.
Oh, really?
Yes, they meet up every month with scientists and researchers, policymakers, and activists at the science media cafes. They then relay what they discuss to the public.
Does that benefit us?
Oh yes, very much so. This helps with health and science literacy for a healthy Ugandan society.
Okay. I love getting informed about science and health issues. Health information makes all the difference between life and death. I'll look them up and engage them.
That's great. They are based all over the country.
Oh, okay. That's interesting, and they should be making real impact.
They are empowering health communities through journalism. Journalists can save lives just like doctors.
The Alternative Dig Talk. Real issues, real talk.
Our dear viewer, thank you so much once again for tuning in to the Alternative Dig Talk TV. It is a very fresh morning and we have a lot of stories that we want to share with you this morning. Wherever you're watching us from, tap the subscribe button, like, such that this conversation can reach to your friend or whoever wants to hear matters of national importance. We have a lot of stories, including the story of Honorable Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, who was in Lira yesterday and found a hard time with the police. The police was trying to stop him from having his rally in some places in Lira. The things did not go on so well in the United States. The tension is rising between the government of the United States and that of Venezuela. The presidents are all exchanging threats to each other. So we are delving deeper into some of those and many other stories. I do welcome you to this mighty drive. We do this every Monday to Friday. The time is 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Thank you so much for always being part of us and trusting us to be your number one source of reliable information that you can rely on to make an informed decision. I believe you're having a good day, and if it is not going like that, we do pray that things go on as you expect them to be. And we do remind you that at least you and I are alive. It's a moment to forget what's not going on well and thank God for the little you have. At least you're not where you used to be. Let some things not take your attention. Be happy that you are alive. Be happy that you have achieved some things. Much as they may appear little to you, but thank God you have achieved them. Many people dream to be where you are. Now let's delve deeper. My name is Kenneth Remire. This is the Alternative Digitalk TV, and we are here, of course, to give you the updates in this segment of the mighty global news updates. Allow me to start with the story of Honorable Munyagwa. Yesterday I was here telling you that the presidential race was heating up each passing day. Now yesterday Munyagwa was in Ky'ekimu trying to ask the people of those particular areas of Ky'ekimu to vote him into office, to vote the Common Man's Party, where he is the presidential flag bearer. In this race, having other 7, the presidential race has 8 candidates. Now without Munyagwa, he has to beat all the 7, including the current President Yoweri Museveni, who has been in this very office for now close to 40 years. Now Munyagwa promised the people of Ky'ekimu that he will improve healthcare services, the education system, create a favorable environment for the job creators, such that unemployment can be solved. He was in those areas of Ky'ekimu. The people welcomed him so much. He even reminded them that he is their own son. He is a born of Ky'ekimu, and that the people, they are his brothers and sisters. They should now vote their own into this presidential office. We saw some of them thanking Munyagwa for representing their region very well, saying that he has achieved milestones, even as a member of parliament and some other top offices in the country that he has held. They were saying they are proud of him and they are now ready to support him, seeing a Ky'ekimu man now wanting to become president, that it is a source of happiness to very many people out there. Of course, he was speaking in their native language, and people were seeming happy with him, and we are waiting to see if they really turn up in large numbers and vote him come 2026 in this very tight race where everyone is pulling towards their side, trying to see that they become Uganda's next president. A question that can only be answered by Justice Simon Mugenyi Byabakama after Ugandans have voted who they think will be the right leader. Now that was Honorable Munyagwa there of the Common Man's Party, who promised to better very many services, like I've told you, the healthcare, education sector, create employment for the jobless youth, and some of those challenges were even highlighted by the very people, the local people there. They brought these challenges to Munyagwa's attention, and he promised that if he gets into office, he will have to work upon those quickly and make sure that Ugandans enjoy a new Uganda where these services are free and they are accessible to every individual. Munyagwa has always been spearheading this message of improved healthcare, making fun out of this, where he promised that mothers could now get pregnant as much as they want. Whoever was ready to get pregnant should get pregnant even right now. That if he becomes the president, you as a woman, you just have to get pregnant. He will take care of the baby. That is something we cannot promise, but we are waiting to see if he gets into office, and that is done. Still in the presidential race, yesterday, candidate Nandala Mafabi, representing the Forum for Democratic Change, was in Teso. He talked about how this Teso region used to be rich. He said that the government in power has kept the people in deliberate poverty, and that as FDC they are ready to revive the economy of the country and even the economy of every region, including this Teso region. He says that Teso region was once rich, but it is now among the poorest regions in Uganda, saying that this has been a deliberate move by President Museveni or by the NRM government which has not even favored the people, that the government has not created favorable circumstances to enable even development in these areas. Yesterday I was telling you about the Teso Cooperative Union, among other initiatives that were there to make sure that these people get markets. Nathan Mafabi insists on his agenda of money in the pockets. Wherever he goes, he preaches economics. Now, he asked the people of those that particular region, the Teso sub-region, to vote him as the President of the Republic of Uganda and vote the Forum for Democratic Change. The question, the option is in your hands. The choice is in your hands. It's you to decide who do you want to see in Uganda's biggest office, the office of the President of the Republic of Uganda. Now, that can only be done by you out there. Take time and study these people, these candidates that are in this race, and try to see who do you think would be the best fit for the office. Not because they have bribed you or what, just see, do they have that great vision you wish for Uganda? Do they see Uganda in a way you would dream of it being? Or they are just giving out slogans to attract your attention? We pray that we all make an informed decision and choose wisely, because Uganda is for you and I, and it is only one. We have to take care of our motherland Uganda by choosing the right leaders when that time comes. As Digitalk TV, we cannot say choose this individual, but that decision remains to you. After we have given you all the necessary information you need to know about these candidates, what are they saying? Maybe if you have not had access to such information, that's why we bring it here to you. These are some of their promises. Are you ready to move with them, or you don't feel contented with what they are saying? Is there any other person you see right for that office? You can choose them, as long as they are not bribing. They are coming in the right ways. Now, President Museveni also was in Kotido and Moroto, trying to also garner support that will make him the Uganda's next president. Much as he's the sitting president, he still promises to better everything, to strengthen the economy and to protect the gains. The NRM government says they have achieved so much that they can't just sit down and leave this great wealth to be put to waste by the people who did not sweat for it. That was President Museveni there, as you're seeing on the screen. Thousands of people were there to welcome him. He was accompanied by the First Lady and the love of his life, Janet Kata Museveni, amid cheerful supporters and NRM chants. Kotido and Moroto were painted yellow, as you are seeing. Large crowds were there to welcome him and to hear what he had to say to them. The president, of course, before him, the First Lady spoke to the people and thanked them for always voting NRM and supporting the NRM agenda, and he promised that everything is now going to be better if they protect the gains. Remember last in the previous general elections in 2021, President Museveni in this particular area of Kotido got 83%. And the Honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu got 7% in the previous election, general elections, that is in Kotido. Meaning this region has been supporting President Museveni for so long, much as they have some challenges here and there, poor infrastructure and some other services that are lacking, including the healthcare. The people had to talk about it, had to ask the president that this time round the government should tarmac more roads. They still need tarmac roads, they need electricity, and while President Museveni was speaking, he reminded them of their history, saying that NRM has so far achieved 3 major goals, one being peace, electricity, and roads. He said that much as they have not reached the top of each, but at least they have achieved to a larger percentage that Kotido and Moroto were far back. So they were not as developed as they are right now. He said the NRM government has done a lot to make sure that these areas also enjoy some sort of development. He promised that everything will be better if the people of Kotido and Moroto vote the NRM government, vote him into office once again, and make him Uganda's next president as they protect the gains. The NRM government is promising that they are protecting the gains as now they leap into the middle income status. So they promise that Uganda in the next term will be in the middle income status. It will be a middle income state. So it will achieve that status of being called a middle income state where the economy is at least fair compared to now an LODC, a low developed country. So they promise that everything will be better. The NRM government is ready to now protect these gains and enable Uganda reach that great milestone of being a middle income state. Much as the people are criticizing this, saying that the NRM government has nothing to protect, the corruption is very high and they are not protecting anything at all. But the NRM government insists that they are protecting the gains. There is a lot that has been achieved and they are here to just protect them. That was the NRM there in Karamoja, the areas of Moroto and Kotido, and President Museveni asking the people of Karamoja and Moroto and all Ugandans to vote him now back into office. Come 2026, an election that we are waiting to see how it goes, and we will always keep you informed on what would be happening over there. Now, those who were unsuccessful, the unsuccessful presidential aspirants, including Nakato's husband, in quotes, the one who was trending on social media saying that he never wanted to find Nakato at home, in their Luganda slang, saying Nakato sikusange wange. This trended so much. Now those particular individuals and others who were never successful as presidential aspirants now gathered together and decided to support candidate Mabirizi Joseph, Elton Mabirizi, as their presidential candidate. They say they believe in his agenda and they were not happy with the Electoral Commission, that they were left out deliberately. They had all that was necessary, but the Electoral Commission wanted to just exclude them from this presidential race. Of course, we were here telling you in the Mighty Drive that over 100 presidential aspirants had expressed their interest, but the Electoral Commission only nominated 8 of them out of those many candidates, many aspirants that had expressed interest. So many people were criticizing this, saying the Electoral Commission was not fair at all, excluding some people who were qualified in their opinion. They said they were qualified, they had all that was necessary, but the Electoral Commission just wanted a few individuals. A race where only 8 men are competing and no female. We saw some female aspirants also saying that this was a deliberate move to exclude the women in the race, to exclude the independents, only allowing those party flag bearers. But these people, some of them now are saying that they are filing a petition to take to court, saying the Electoral Commission was unfair. They did not get justice. They had all that was necessary, but the Electoral Commission did not value their credentials. Now, they decided to support candidate Elton Mabirizi for presidency. They are saying they will support him, they accept his agenda, and in his speech, Elton Mabirizi thanked them for having such a good heart and saying that he is ready to fight for everyone. Let them be behind him so that they continue supporting him. He will deliver the best. He is ready to work with everybody. Now, yesterday still, we are still in the presidential race. Honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, aka Bobi Wine, was in Lira, but he found a hard time with the police. It was initially it was a very difficult moment while he was heading to a smaller town, the local areas of Lira, from Lira city, in a town known as Eggwanga. He clashed with police. Police was trying to block him from accessing this area to have his campaign there. But when the police came in, of course, the foot soldiers were also on standby. Now we saw two forces commanded by different individuals. The foot soldiers that are commanded by the president of NUP, that is Honorable Kyagulanyi, and now the police with their commander. Now, the problem came in when the foot soldiers wanted to outnumber and now force the police out. The police was trying to block the way, but now the foot soldiers came in and tried to stop. The foot soldiers wanted to stop the police, and the police was also insisting until they got orders from above. I mean orders from Honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, ordering all the foot soldiers to withdraw and now stand in the sides, not to have hard time with the police and not to respond violently to the police. And we saw one policeman hit one of the foot soldiers known as Dan Magic. He hit him in the face while putting on that helmet. He hit him in the face, and we saw Dan Magic coming back to Kyagulanyi, trying to tell him what had happened, but would not receive what Honorable Kyagulanyi was trying to say. But that's how the thing was, that's how the environment was very tense there. But at last the police had to withdraw, and now Honorable Kyagulanyi went on with his campaign and asked the people of those areas to also vote the National Unity Platform into power. He reminded the police that he is fighting for them, he is not fighting them. In his song where he sings, reminding these police officers that he is not fighting against them, but rather fighting for their well-being. That was Honorable Kyagulanyi over there. And now let's head into our international news. As I told you, the Venezuela President Nicolas Maduro and the President of the United States of America, President Donald J. Trump, are having hard time with each other as well. Last time I told you that the United States of America was sending warships towards the Caribbean near Venezuela. And the tension between Venezuela and the United States has been there for some good time. We saw President Nicolas Maduro exchange bitterly with Elon Musk, saying that whoever messes with him, rise up. He spoke about that in his native language, warning Elon Musk, and now Elon Musk was also firing back. Nicolas Maduro, the president of Venezuela, said, if you are ready, come, we face each other hand on hand. If you want to face me, whoever messes with Venezuela, rise up. And now the problem is worsening. The government of the United States says they are targeting drug cartels. That's why they are sending in warships to fight these drug cartels. The United States says Nicolas Maduro is involved in the drug dealings, and they are ready to fight whatever thing may be coming from these drug dealers. We saw that some boats were fired by the United States of America. The USA says they were carrying drugs, and the government of the US remains strong on defending their boundaries and protecting Americans from external threats, including these drug cartels. Now, Venezuela's President Nicolas Maduro said that they will not fear, but they will keep their strength. They will not be bothered by any individual. They say the United States wants to attack them, but they will avoid this war at all costs. Nicolas Maduro says they have a different picture of Venezuela. Venezuela is, the stories talked about them, that those stories are fake and not real. Venezuela is a peaceful country. The tension is continuously increasing, and we are waiting to see some even saying that a war may break out between Venezuela and the United States of America. We will keep you informed. All you need to do is subscribe to this mighty platform and join others, huge numbers of people that subscribe to our channel, and do follow us each passing day. Because of time, I cannot exceed here, but the mighty drive continues. I am Kenneth Remiremberu. Good morning.